Today I'm with 2027 standout receiver London Goggans. We're going to talk a little bit about his visit to Florida, how his freshman year has been, a little bit of things he's been working on, and he's playing for that awesome program at Grayson and just everything that entails. So without further ado, we can go ahead and bring him on. What's going on, London?
What's up?
Not much, man. How you feeling today?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Can't complain. I appreciate you coming on.
Always.
Yes, sir. So, London, tell for me, when did you start playing the sport of football? What age did that start for you, and what position did you play?
I've always been playing football since I was like 5 or 6. Um, I've been around the game since I was like a little kid. At first, I used to play tight end and defensive end, and then throughout the years, I moved to running back, then linebacker. Then around my 11U, I played a little bit of QB, and then during 11U, 12U, that's when I started evolving to a safety, corner, and wide receiver.
Wow. Okay. So 11's you, and then you've always grown up and kind of been in that GFL program.
Yes, I played in the GFL since I started off with the GFL, and then I progressed. I didn't play 10U. 11U, I had bad growing pains in my legs. I hit like an 8-inch growth spurt that year. So I had bad growing pains in my legs. Then
Wow.
12U, I didn't play GFL. I played for Tucker Lions. And then after that, I came back to GFL for 8th grade and played for Grayson.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. So you said 8 inches you grew?
Yes. I
Wow.
was like 5'1" at the beginning of the year. Then I was like 5'10", 5'9" at the end of the year.
That is crazy. Wow. That is crazy. You really grew, man. That puberty hit you, huh?
Yes.
All right, man. So I want to know too, like, what's your kind of workout regimen like? I know you're just a freshman, but I can tell just watching you take the game seriously. So on a day to day, man, I know obviously you got your practices and you got your workouts, but what do you do on your own time to kind of prep for the season or just prep in general each day?
I always try to perfect my craft in any way possible. Either as a wide receiver, safety, in any way possible. I always try to perfect my craft. I always want to hit the gym because your body is like, if you got to be physical to be on that field. I eat protein, get a lot of protein. Food diet is a very important thing in my life, and yeah.
And then if you don't mind expounding on that, what kind of does your diet kind of consist of?
I like grilled chicken, steak, rice, salad. A lot of protein shakes after workouts, before workouts, and I like salads. I like salads a lot.
Sounds a lot. Okay, it's pretty healthy diet, man. So that's why you're staying lean and quick on the field, huh?
Yeah.
All right, and then just tell me overall. We'll talk obviously about the schedule, but just how was just freshman year been for you so far? What's been kind of the highlights if you had to kind of say so?
My freshman year has it's been it's been a good freshman year. A good start to start my high school career off. I would say I've had I believe 8 touchdowns, 2 picks, and one a pick six, and I didn't calculate all the yards yet, but I think I had over like 300 yards this year. They feed me a lot. Um, they just moved me up to varsity. They just moved me up to varsity 2 weeks ago, so I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to continuing my freshman year.
Got you. And then real quick, has freshman season ended, or is there a couple more games left?
Our last game would be this Thursday, and then the coaches are going to take a couple of the freshmen, a couple other freshman players, and move them up, and then the others will their freshman season.
Okay. Okay. And then, as far as the move up process, if you could describe it a little more, is it just kind of you dress out, or you kind of something happens, you sub in? Like, how does that work?
It really depends. Really depends. Some formations I will be in. Some formations I will not. It really depends. The formation.
Wow.
But on at varsity, I'm playing safety, not wide receiver. They haven't moved me, so
Okay.
I'm playing safety.
Okay, and that takes me to another question I wanted to ask you. So I know you play a wide receiver safety. You just mentioned you'll play safety potentially on varsity. So is there a position you prefer to play, or when you get to that, well, obviously you're on varsity level, but when you get more of an increased role, even more, will you play both sides?
Um, I I prefer to play both sides because I've been catching the ball since I was like 6, 7 years old. I always had hands, but even on the defensive side, that very works for me because I have great ball instincts. I'm a ball hawk on defense, so I just have great ball instincts. That even works on offense and defense to go up and get the ball.
100%. Okay, that's pretty cool. So you cool either way. Well, I want to talk about a clip I got of you. It was not an easy catch, right? You kind of had to like kind of go over like this, but it was a highlight reel play. It was like, man, this guy's a dude. Like what I'm seeing, I'm like, yo, he's different breed. Because someone told me it was like, yo, that 2027 class of Grayson is something serious. So I'm not seeing y'all boys can ball, but how difficult, if you can kind of say, is that catch kind of over the top like this? You like kind of looking over your shoulders like this. How difficult a catch that is?
Um, it got pretty easy to me, but at first, when I had to catch over shoulder, it wasn't easy at first. I had to keep working on it, keep working on it, keep working until it became automatic.
Got you. And is it because like it barely touches your fingertips, what makes it a tough catch? Like what would you think that makes it kind of that tougher catch to kind of haul in?
The tougher it is like the like looking over your shoulder and like try to locate the ball. Where is it going to land? And putting your hands in the right place.
Mm. Okay, okay. All right. Well, appreciate you kind of expounding on that. And then talk a little bit about obviously your class. There's several guys I just talked about just in 27. You, Riley, Patterson. Y'all got some dudes. So just how special you think that class is, and what do you see from them just on a daily basis?
They're all some funny kids out off the field. But even when we get on the field, everybody knows. Everybody has their. Everybody's always locked in on the field. They're really rarely even playing around with us. And we always been. There's always been hype around this 2027 class since we were little. And they held us to a high standard when we walked into Grayson High School.
Got you. No, that's special. And also want to ask you, man, just as far as you, is there anybody like, sometimes you'll see varsity players. I know you guys got some dudes. Alexander Sanchez is a wide receiver right now. John Cena is anybody just kind of mentoring you, telling you just different things you could just add to your game on varsity level, or is it a coach that's kind of helping you with your craft so far?
Yes, I would say on defensive wise, the starting safety, Dekiah Banks, he's a 6'5" safety, and coaching wise, I would say my coach, Coach Pilcher, and Coach Trell, and Coach Brian has been leading me and teaching me things on defense.
Got you. And then just real quick with the player relationship, what are some things he's kind of said? I mean, that's obviously that's a lot of size, 6'5", rangy with safety. What are some things he just kind of pointed out to you?
He just really just helps me with my technique. Oh, another person, Keon Woods. He always helps me with my technique. Always make sure I and get deep in my back pedal and get deep in the field. But the guy always helps me like where to play at right times, being vocal on the field, telling everybody what the call is and things of that nature.
Got you. And then for you, London, how important do you think just film study is and that kind of translating out on the field, being able to know what the offense is going to do, being able to disguise things that you're going to do just on the football field?
Film study is very important to me, just because if you study enough and you look at like the way they're playing in game, it should be automatic and it should be second back in the back of your hand, and you can tell what the play is before it even happens and make a play on the ball.
100%. And then for you, London, if you just had to describe yourself, right? If it's a coach coming to you or, it's a teammate or somebody new you're meeting and they said, who is London Goggans? What would you say?
My name is London Goggans actually, but
Goggans, I'm sorry.
I would say I'm a very humble person. I always try to be humble as possible, and I'm a humble off the field and a freak on the
field. Almost like an alternate personality, huh?
Yeah.
I've heard a lot with football players. I heard like you kind of freak on the football field, but just chilling on the side. So, a couple fun questions I want to ask you. Just for you, London, what's some things you like to do, man, in your free time? I know obviously a lot of things ball in school, but just what's some things you enjoy when you have your free time?
Off season, I like to play basketball. Basketball. I've been playing basketball before football. Basketball has been my first sport, but over the years, I've been mainly football focused. And I like to spend time with my family a lot. I like my dad's side of the family's from Florida, so I like to go down to Florida a lot. And like down in Florida, like they're not in like the South Florida, they're like in like the west side of Florida. So it's like it's not like real Florida vibes. It's like real country Florida vibes. Like so, it's like there's fishing down there, a lot of fishing, creek areas and stuff like that, snakes and yeah.
Right. Okay. So you like to do a little bit of fishing, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. So you mentioned now you play football. You mentioned how much you like basketball. So I gotta ask, gaming wise, man, Madden or 2K?
2K. I'm a 2K player. I usually don't play Madden, but when I play Madden, I always win. My friends will challenge me on Madden when I'm with them, and I
Okay.
usually win. But I've been heavy on 2K24 lately.
Okay. Okay. And what you think about the gameplay? I've heard 20. Like I played 23. I thought 23 was trash, but this game seemed like it's a little bit better. But what
Yeah.
would you think?
24 has been a great game lately. I've been playing with my friends a lot in the park. We've been killing it in the park lately. Yeah, we just been
Nice.
in the park lately.
Nice, nice. Okay, and if we learn, I know you play both sides of the ball. So another fun question. Then, is there anybody like in the NFL? You just like I said, you take bits and pieces from kind of add to your game. Is anybody like you kind of like, man, this guy here is next level? I know for me it was Ed Reed, Sean Taylor, but anybody like you just kind of like you can watch their highlights.
Um, I really don't like NFL. I like to watch college level. But I would
Okay,
say I like Travis Hunter. I like Travis Hunter a lot. And who else? I usually watch Colorado's on Saturday, but I like Harrison from Ohio State, and um,
to do.
safety wise, I've been watching it lately. Caleb Downs, that Alabama freshman safety.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy, man. He played at Mill Creek, man.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, man, it's crazy to see just the transition of how good he's just been in just year one. I mean, that's not easy to do, especially on a story program like that. Just playing lights out, true freshman.
yes.
Yeah, 100%. And then, okay, so a couple more fun questions. So we asked about gaming. So, like, you talked a little about your diet, but if you had to say if your team's going for a post game meal, like, where you want to go to, and then what did you get to eat?
Usually, I love Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A and Chipotle. Chipotle. I usually get Chipotle after games. After games, I like Chipotle. A good burrito. But if like saying we're saying like a fast food restaurant, I'm choosing Chick-fil-A.
Okay,
Chick-fil-A.
so Chick fil A over Zaxby's.
Yes, yes, yes. I'll usually get a number one with a large fry and lemonade.
And lemonade. You can't go wrong with that combo, man. It's something about them sandwiches, man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we asked about that. And then what's kind of just your favorite memory so far? I know you're still young, but sometimes you have that youth memory you'll always kind of cherish and remember winning the state championship, making a big play. Just what's the favorite memory so far in your career?
My favorite memory so far in my career is last year in eighth grade. We made it to the GFL championship, and I had the game winning touchdown catch to win the game. That's been like a very big memory for me.
Wow. So you won a game on the game winning catch. Really?
It wasn't a game winning catch like the end of the game, but like we were down to 6-7, and we were down, yeah, 6-7,
Wow.
and I had a game winning catch, and we just had to stop the defense, and I was on defensive side to stop it too.
Now, if you don't mind, just walk me through like that play. You're going through that. You make the big catch. You kind of put y'all down. You're trailing 7-6. So just walk me through that play. Like what was called, and then walk me through kind of how you caught the ball and all that.
I can't particularly remember the play, but I remember that I just remember they didn't I didn't really get the ball the whole game because like I think they already were prepared for me. I didn't really get the ball like the first, second, third quarter, but in the fourth quarter they started feeding me a little bit more. And just before that, I had a big screenplay and took it down like 15 yards, got us in the red zone, and then after that I had a game winning catch. But I just remember it was a go route. You know, I was like, I knew the DB that was guarding me. I was like, he couldn't guard me, so I was like, if the deuce throws it up, it's gonna be mine. And it was a jump ball. I know nobody can jump with me on jump balls. I jumped up, grabbed it, came down with it, touchdown.
Wow, incredible, man. That's love to hear stories like that, man. That's next level. And then for you also, it's another fun question. Just who you think is the best right now? Who's your favorite artist, as far as just musically wise, that you just like to listen to?
Um, I like underground rappers that are up and coming. Like, I like Little Baby a lot. I listen to Little Baby, and I like Future. I like Future a lot. I listen to Future, and that's really it. But like I like to listen to music. I like calming music too. Like sometimes I like if I don't want to listen to a lot of rap and stuff like that, I listen to something calm and jazzy like that. But
Okay.
otherwise, I like Future and Lil Baby.
Future and Lil Baby. Okay, so now I gotta ask about the pregame hype song, because sometimes like you got moods, right? Sometimes you just hype, you want to get in the mood, but then as you alluded to, sometimes you got this the chill stuff. You want to just chill, like calm. So what's that go-to hype song if you have it? And does it kind of depend on your mood if you're playing hype or you going chill?
Yes. It's always been Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill, always. But it really depends on my mood because sometimes I don't. I usually listen to Dreams and Nightmares before my game, but sometimes I'm not even in the mood to listen to Dreams and Nightmares, and I just play something calm or a Little Baby type of Future.
Respect that, respect that. And then last is kind of element of your game I want to talk about. Just what were some things you just worked on just to kind of continue to hone the craft? That could be defensively, offensively, just to kind of improve your game a little bit. Kind of, obviously take that big step you've been taking freshman year.
I've been always trying to improve my footwork. Footwork is a big key to for me being a big receiver. Footwork is key, and I always had hands, so I always try to work as much as hands as possible. And reading lately, as I've been playing more safety, reading defenses and getting back on my drop and backpedal.
Okay. All right. Respect, man. Well, when you get a chance, man, you gotta send me some of that film so I can break it down.
Yes, I
Yes,
will.
sir. Well, I got a couple more. I'll let you get out of here, man. So
Okay.
I just want to talk a little bit about recruiting. So I know you was in the swamp, man. That looked like a pretty electric atmosphere, man. So describe for me how it was, just being out there, being kind of toured around the facility a little bit. What just stood out to you?
My ears were ringing when I was sitting down. The people behind me were like super loud. I couldn't barely hear anything. But it was a great atmosphere. I could see myself playing in that atmosphere one day.
Got you. And then did they allow you to kind of like tour any facilities or anything?
I walked around the stadium a little bit to see because me and my friends were looking for some food, so we were walking around. So I got to see a little bit of the stadium and stuff like that.
Got you. Now, you gotta tell me, does it? I know you say your ears was ringing, and you barely hear it. Does it live up to the hype? Because I heard the swamp is like different. So I had to ask somebody, like, does it really live up to the hype that it has? The Lord, because like back in the day, you played college football, it was saying like that's a top five stadium, like to play in the toughest one. So is it kind of mimic that, or is that is it overhyped?
I didn't. It was probably because they were playing not so good of a team. They were up for 20. They were up by 20. But they were like at the beginning of the game, like my ears were ringing. I had to do this a couple times. I had to go back up in the stands because it was so loud. It was a pretty loud atmosphere.
Okay, okay, got you. And then, just where does your recruiting currently stand now? I know you're still young, and obviously they're going to keep coming in for you. But where does it stand now? Any coaches you kind of talked to just so far? I know you're still a freshman, but how has it been?
It's been slow, but I'm just waiting for my time to come. But I know it's going to come. I haven't talked to any coaches lately, but every time usually I go on a visit, the coaches have heard about me.
Got
I get connections on Twitter, and they follow my Twitter and things of that
got you. And then just real quick, just to expound on that, just are you kind of being recruited like both sides? Or you kind of being recruited more safety, or are you more kind of being recruited as an athlete?
nature. Yeah, they typically consider me as an ATH. They're
Figures.
ATH, so yes.
Oh, sorry, you had cut out. You said they see you as an ATH.
Yes, as an ATH.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I could see that, especially with how you play, man. All right, and then last thing, just on recruiting. I know you went to Florida. You got any more game day visits coming up? And then have you visited other schools besides Florida so far?
I visited Florida. I visited Florida. I visited Georgia. I visited Auburn. I visited South Carolina. Those are all the game day visits I've been on. But I toured UCF before, Georgia State, and I think that's it. I've been to Auburn a couple. I've been to Auburn camp before, and I've been to Georgia camp before for summer camp.
Some major SEC schools, man. Just if you had to say, I know Georgia two-time national champions, and then Florida's trying to get back in the mix. Just what's kind of stood out on those visits? Like, I know Auburn too. I've heard they got a really good campus too. Just what's stood out about the visits?
Uh, the visits the visits been they've been great. I really enjoy myself, especially with my mom and dad. I really enjoy myself. Um, the Georgia was pretty loud too. It was a lot of fans that were very into the game, and I really like Auburn too because Auburn that was my first night football game, and it was a pretty memorable game.
How last question on recruiting? How was the night there? I heard because I had a few friends. Well, that obviously my colleagues in the profession, and they said the atmosphere in Auburn is just off the charts. Like it's off
Yeah,
the chain.
it's very much off the charts. It's off the charts for real. Even at the night game, a night game was a very off the charts for real.
That's what I heard. I heard it's difficult to win there.
Yes.
All right, man. We'll leave recruiting there. I'm gonna get ask you two more and let you get out of here.
Okay.
One just um, what game you guys play on Thursday? I know you said it's the final game. So what is that game?
Who do we play?
Yes.
We play Mountain View. We play Mountain View.
Okay, so Mountain View closes it out, and then that's it, man. Freshman season is so short, huh?
Yes, it's very short and quick. It goes by the snap of a finger.
And it's crazy, like they don't even give you guys like a playoff game.
No, it's just games, and then whoever gets moved up gets moved up.
That's pretty much it. Interesting. So, for you, I guess just going forward, obviously you getting moved up. Just what are some things you just hoping to continue to prove to the coaching staff to be able, next year to be able to take that big step and play varsity?
I just want to show the coaches that I'm ready for the position, and I'm taking mental reps of the senior, and taking it all in from the senior DBs, and the coaching staff. They're helping me a lot with everything that's going on, and I'm ready to show that I'm ready for the challenge.
Got you. Well, this is kind of a two-side question. Where did your kind of inspiration come from to kind of play the sport? Was it your dad? Was it your mom? Or, like, was it somebody you seen? I know for me when I was younger, you could see it in the background. Like, I was a big Chad Johnson fan. That grew me to the sport. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? And he made me a Bengals fan for life. So, was it somebody that gravitated you? What's your dad? Like, how did that work?
I I always watched the game of football when I was little, and I always wanted to play it, but my mom was too scared at first, and she didn't think I was ready. And then my grandma actually just signed me up, and I just ended up liking it because I really like the game of football because of hitting. You can just go out on the football field and just take all your anger out, all the anger you have inside, you can just take it out. And my motivation to play football is my family, really, just to just to just to what's the word I'm looking for? Um, just to not support. What's the word?
Make him proud of you.
Yes, make them proud.
No, 100%. And last thing, I think you didn't wore off on me. I just forgot my train of thought too. What was the last question I was going to ask you? Oh man, gosh, I lost my train of thought too. Oh, I hate that. I'm trying to think. Um, yes, sorry, physicality. Okay, there it is. My bad. Okay, so I've seen that a lot too, and I can actually agree. Like this, Grayson's a very physical team, right? They're going to be more physical than you are 9 times out of 10. So just your game, and I know you mentioned the physicality. How important is that to you? And then how do you like? Has that always just been a part of your game, or is that something you just had to build, like kind of youth football up?
Always been like very like taller than everybody. Always been like the tallest person out of everybody. But lately, I've been seeing how like physical you had to be, physicality like strength wise to be to play varsity. And it's just over the years past, always actually weightlifting has just been a very key component of football lately.
Got you. And last thing, how important is the mental element of football? That's my last question. How important is that?
Mental element is very 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 important because I feel like if your mind's not there, then your game's not going to be there. So I feel like it's always good to always like take not even in the football, just take time to yourself. Just take time to yourself. Uh, just remember who you are and just go out there and have fun.
That's it. Well, London, I appreciate you taking your Monday night to spend a little time with me. Let me get to know you a little bit more. I'll try to do a sit down with you, soon, man, as well. But thank you so much, man. It means a lot to me. You come on my platform and talk a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your game.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes, sir. No problem. Thank you, man. All right, guys. So that's London Goggans. I probably butchering his name. Goggans. Sorry, man. Forgive me. But yeah, man, he's a great talent, man. Bright future. Got to see him up close and personal, y'all. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, this kid can ball. This kid can ball. He's gonna be special, and I don't think it'll take too long for coaches and recruiters to see that. So if you don't know who he is, you got to know him a little bit. You've watched back this interview. Again, I got some tape on him. You guys can check my Instagram, my Twitter, and all that. This kid is going to be special. So go check him out. Go follow him on Twitter. I think his Instagram is London with the Shifts. Go check him out. The kid is special. I'm telling you, this is the kid you want to know. So that's all I got for tonight. I appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll see you soon.